I don't know. Some people want me coming back.
La-dee-da-dee-da,
No.
la-dee-da-dee-da.
No.
What's the name of that song?
I don't know.
What?
Cue the roll call!
Loading. Connect.
Watching all the anime. Redcaster, Show Raven.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Vegeta's Azeel.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster, Light
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Guard.
Trauma Inducer, Northcaster, Saga.
One little spark of courage, Dreamcaster, Globosov Perka.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger. I'm back!
Thank God.
Me too. I dragged Cell from the void.
Sorry, but being alone with these two boring ass fucks, God. Just, you think I annoy the shit out of you? You guys annoy me with your fucking lacks of shits given for anything.
Lacks of shits?
Babe,
The
thank you
lax of
so
shit.
much.
The laxatives?
Yeah, that's
So many laxatives.
Yep.
It's digitime again.
All right.
Speaking of shitting uncontrollably,
I mean, you're right.
Oh, wait, so, is it time again?
it's that time.
Yeah.
Last night, I just this. Where else am I going to talk about this? It is Toei, so it was fun. I saw the first half English dubbed of Digimon Tri in theaters.
I did too.
Now, when
just
you-
in a different place.
Now, when you
Where?
say,
Dundas Square.
hold on. Now, when
That's
you
where I
say,
saw
when you say
What time
first
did you see
half,
it?
Wait. Not, I saw it at 7.
Oh, I saw it at 9.
Holy shit! I probably walked right by you.
I didn't see you.
Right?
What the fuck?
I was with Aki.
post it on Craigslist misconnections.
Anyway,
You said first half. Exactly how much of it was it?
Chapter 1.
chapter 1.
Just chapter
It
1.
was
Yes.
the first.
The first.
So,
one.
so it wasn't the
parts.
first
Oh,
half.
I'm
Not
sorry,
the
not
first
the first
half.
half.
There's
Anyway.
third part coming soon.
I watched it. It was loud. It was obnoxious. It was padded as all hell.
It was Digimon.
I loved every second of it.
Oh, it was so amazing.
I am hearing a lot of reports that lead me to believe that the overbearing cheesiness and nostalgia of the dubcast may have made up for some of the flaws of the
full
terrible
out.
script.
Yeah.
Full out. I was like this the entire movie. like, oh my god. The queer baiting.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's
What?
an offensive term or not.
Sorta.
If it is, no, not Sora.
No, I said sort.
Oh,
of.
sort of. Hold on.
I'm like, Sora, queer
Okay,
baiting!
hold on.
What?
By the way, if queer baiting is an offensive term, I apologize. I don't think it is. What queer baiting basically is, it's in shows like Supernatural, Sherlock, where they don't say the characters are gay, but they want you to like ship it hard.
In quote.
Oh, you're talking about Ty and Matt.
No.
Yes!
Of
In
course.
quote, the fanfic writes itself.
There you go.
That's why I love the abridged of
Not
that show.
even just Ty and Matt. There was a weird scene between TK and Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, Matt.
To which
Nothing
I
gets
said-
in between us.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
No girls ever come between us.
Remember
Yeah.
when you told me this? You're like, yeah, the queer baiting between Ty and Matt is like, yeah, they did that pretty bad. There's also a scene with TK. What one? You explained to me what scene? Oh yeah, no, that was the dub.
There was also, it came very close, where I was like, please God, no. Not that, let us not in Digimon have that scene. For the love of God, don't let it, and they didn't. They almost did the Sora fan service scene.
Yeah.
That came dangerously close.
It's kind
Yeah.
of, it was kind of awkward
Which
since
one?
it was the original
The scene-
VA as
it's
well.
The scene where Sora, like, she's deciding what to wear for, like Matt's concert
Oh.
and Ty's soccer game, and you see her in between outfits, but I'm like, oh God, don't show her underwear. Let that mystery stay. For the love of God!
It's funny because most people would probably disagree with you.
They're all fucking pervs.
Yeah, but
She's
come on, it's
15.
Digimon. Come on, the fuck's wrong with you? Get your head out of your
My
ass.
whole, but straight up, it was awesome to hear the original voice cast.
Yeah, why don't you
Some of them.
talk about who came back and who didn't?
Who did
the-
Ty?
Tai, Agumon, Gomamon, Tentomon, Patamon, Palamon, Izzy, Mimi, Sora.
So Mona Marshall and Jeff Nimoy, because I know they were Izzy and Tentomon.
Matt didn't come back. He was replaced by Vic.
He was. Oh God!
Hey, Dick
Yeah.
Mangina!
Yeah, Vic Mignogna!
Giant,
Of course they did.
Just damn it!
Wait, Johnny Young Bosch wasn't in this, was
Yeah,
he?
TK.
No.
Johnny Young Bosch was
No.
TK?
Yeah,
Ew!
he was TK.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
No!
Kari wasn't the same.
No, oh, she sounded
Aw.
she was the most noticeably different.
Yeah.
That was the one I was hoping would come
No,
back.
Like, literally, the first
Considering
two
how
lines,
many
it sounded
things
like
she
her.
was in, like, since, you'd almost figure that VA is just working there now.
Oh, and the one thing that kind of took this off. How do you know all this stuff about Digimon? I heard it from Genai.
I would have walked out. I would have stood up and walked out.
Now, to be fair, isn't that how his name is actually?
No!
In the Japanese, yes.
Not in the dub.
But in the dub, it's Jedi.
It is
Genai.
Genai.
I'm going to. I could be entirely wrong. I was thinking about this. It could be because, and speaking from personal experience,
And Bergermon
I
came
honest.
back.
What?
Bergeron's voice.
Yeah, the same VA for
Yay.
Bergermon.
I'll be completely honest. I know we're bear with us, please, people. I seriously, as a child, thought his name was Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Same.
And I think that could be the honest to God reason why they changed it.
You know
I
what
thought it was
you know
Jedi
what the
too.
problem is? The fact that they left in the pronunciation of Genai means there was no one on that staff who'd seen Digimon.
Raven.
Because someone would have
Unless-
corrected them.
Morichi, unless I'm right, and that was a conscious
Wait,
decision.
1 second. This is for me,
No
Raven.
way.
Raven, this is Johnny Bosch's voice actor. Read that middle one for me. Which one? The middle one. The obvious one right there. Ah!
Say it!
He voices Jonathan Joestar in the dub of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
See,
No!
I
And,
didn't know that.
and the most interesting one for me is he voices Nate in Yokai Watch.
You didn't know that?
No!
Even I knew that.
Sound like Johnny on Bosch?
So, let me get this straight. Nate has the same voice as Ichigo from Bleach?
Yeah.
The new, what are they called?
That's why they cast him!
What are they called in Digimon? The Knights?
The Royal Knights?
The Royal Knights. The new one, like, I love his design.
Alphamon.
Yeah.
Alphamon is not new.
I wouldn't say new.
He's not
been
Digimon.
there.
2008.
Well,
I
this
am
is a
glad
Digimon
that they,
podcast now.
that they kept.
I don't mind
Omnimon.
that. I love it.
Yeah, Omnimon was...
I was really
That's
I
sort
was
of
actually
a-
expecting them to
Can
call
I
them
just-
Omegamon.
Can I just...
I would have been okay either
Yeah.
way. That's sort of a point of contention
Yeah.
against Digimon fandom.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
anyways,
okay,
we have a show to
one last
run.
thing.
One last thing.
That new fucking Digimon theme.
Oh, there
It's
was a new theme?
Digimon.
Yes.
Oh.
Digimon. Digimon.
Digimon.
Okay, okay.
See,
when it
meanwhile-
comes out proper, I'll watch
Meanwhile,
it.
on the flip side of
That's
that
so
note,
cool.
on the flip side of that note, they did have Watakoji redo the original Digimon theme for the Japanese.
Well, oh no, what was odd is they kept all the other Japanese songs except for the opening.
What about the evolution theme?
They made that the Japanese one.
Yeah, they made that the fighting sequence.
Really?
Because
The problem is
I think the rights still belong to Fox.
the biggest
Yeah.
problem with that new version of the theme song is the evolution sequence is so fucking terrible. It does not sync up to the song like it's supposed to.
Anyways, let's get into
Anyways,
something
back
that's...
to actual what we're here for.
Back
Sorry
to
about the segue.
Ghost.
I'm sorry, it was just...
Sorry, it's just...
Again,
oh.
it was Digimon, it was awful, and I loved it.
It was so...
If I'd known about it sooner, I would have gone with you guys.
God, now
So
I need to fucking
amazing.
watch the first episode of
Oh,
JoJo
the
dub
Yokai
so I can hear
Watch.
Johnny Young Bosch's Jonathan.
Okay,
But
so
I think you do good.
okay, so this week we're talking about Ghost episode 48 as well as the last 2 episodes of Zyuohger because these are the Gokaiger 2000 episode or crossover.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All right, so let's
Garfangasm.
so let's
Gokaiger.
so let's jump into Ghost first. Now, before we actually talk about this week's episode, I wanted to make a quick comment on last week's because I wasn't here.
Go for it.
I thought Sage becoming Dark Ghost was fucking amazing idea. High five, Gar. I was so mind blown to see Senin take an actual rider power. A. B. Remember that he can produce ghost drivers. C. Finally actually have some relevance.
And that...
Yes.
That's for that?
This
This episode?
Pretty much. As for this episode, it literally starts with everyone jump in the gaping hellhole.
And then Onari's 2 assistants. We're coming too. No, you 2 need to stay here. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
No,
It's,
no.
Okay.
Let's rephrase that. It's Onari and Akari are just like, we're coming too. No, you guys really shouldn't. No, we're gonna see this through. We're coming with you.
We're
Okay.
helping, damn it.
And then the
No, no,
other,
they're-
and then the
they're-
other,
Their,
and then the-
their logic was, when you see Adele, someone needs to hold you back.
yeah. But point being, they all like, oh yeah, no, we have to come with you. We're gonna see this through. Then the other two jump in. Oh, we're gonna compute. You have to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Non-negotiable.
Well, that, like,
Well,
just-
But you just.
They have to manage. Someone has to manage
well,
the portal.
Actually, it's kind of like what Kakashi did during like the tuning exams, where it's like, oh, shouldn't we wake up Choji and Ino as well? No, just take the few of you together. That way you're not noticeable. What? Also, stay here and protect the base in case we die.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
They jump through the portal and they see Darkos, and it's like Argos.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it's me. It's me.
It's me.
It's fine.
Takeru's just consistently trying to transform that entire
Guys.
scene. Like, I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna beat this guy up, like, really bad. And the sentence just like, no, it's me. It's me. No, me. Stop that. Stop
Guys,
that.
it's me.
Just
I'm like,
me.
why didn't he just say Edith?
put the icon down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I saw Digimon in my head.
I just like how the other thing from the end of last week's episode, how Alan looked at him, probably assumed that it was Argos, but still said nothing and just kept running.
Nothing.
He
No,
looks at me
because
as a brother.
Zenin kept talking, and he was like, oh, that ain't my.
And there's one thing that kind of bugged me in the episode, which Igor's death.
Oh my god.
Igor is finally dead.
it's just so.
Hold on, wait. His icon broke, which means he's probably in a human body
not
now.
a human body now, God.
So we have to kill him one more time.
Okay,
Or-
hold
or-
on.
I mean, it's
becomes
not like
good.
he hasn't died a million times already this show.
I
His
wanna-
death is fucking cheap at this point.
Fair.
Here's the thing about this show I noticed. Between him and the later thing that happens in the episode, there is a strong redemption thing going on in this series.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
not even
I
with
wouldn't
the
call it
characters, but even with the
strong.
No,
show.
like every villain.
Overall.
Basically every villain.
Yeah, but once again, I wouldn't call it strong. I mean, they're doing it. I wouldn't call it strong.
There's a strong tone of redemption,
Yes.
I should say.
But
They're
yeah,
not doing it wonderful.
Igor pretty much proved that
But yeah, think about it. Like, Igor has a redemption, Shadow Makoto has a redemption, Adele has a redemption,
No.
Alan had his redemption.
No. Igor had a moment of, oh, hey, by the way, I guess I like Ikari. I like Ikari. Boom. Done.
Yeah,
That's it. And
that-
now I died. Dead.
And now I am the dead.
No,
Wow.
no, yeah, now I'm dead. Wow.
That's what I just said.
What?
David's gonna hate us. He can't
Yeah.
find any more Wario pictures.
You know what I noticed? Since the fuck when does the Shiranui blast actually do damage? All it's supposed to do is just reveal them.
She has shot Ganma with it before and hit them.
Fucking Onari
Oh,
fucking
I remember
kicking some
when.
ass was
Yeah.
amazing.
I remember when
About the time of the knife gun.
the knife Ganma, she
Yeah.
upgraded then. I remember that.
Fucking,
That's
no,
the
but
thing.
Onari kicking ass was fucking
Yeah.
awesome to see too.
Onari
Yeah,
actually
boy.
beat numpties.
Sending
Onari actually defeated
You know what
a
it
set
is?
of numpties.
You know what it is? Now that they're in the Ganma world where there's like a stronger concentration of magic, he can
I
probably
guess.
channel his spiritual powers better.
Maybe, I don't know.
And-
I'm willing to buy that.
Is it just me, or does the actor who play Onari be perfect for One Punch Man?
Yeah.
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 Actually, speaking of one punch, Cannon just wiping out just the Gamma with just one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she did that, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Since when?
Who the,
Yeah.
fuck, who the fuck do you think you are?
I-
Hina from O's?
Half a part of me was just like, well, I guess she did spend a fuck ton of time here.
No, it's like
Maybe she just knows how shit works.
Maybe she
I don't
trained with Alan and Makoto.
how you know
I
how
mean,
to fight
if
like
she didn't
Russia
just-
from Paint It
know.
White.
If she didn't just fucking icon.
Alright, now for this next scene, I'm gonna see if you guys, agree with me on this here. Did the scene with Alan and Adele, did it kind of seem familiar? Do you think we may have saw it in last year's show?
What do you mean?
I don't
Like,
know.
actually elaborate
Alan,
on this shit,
You know,
man.
Alan running up to Adele, grabbing him, trying to blow himself up. Doesn't that sound familiar? He gets it.
No, Lane,
I
Lane,
can't believe
no,
this.
Lane,
There's a
Lane,
difference.
there's a big difference.
I mean, the last two were actually well-written characters.
Hey.
no, that and
Hey.
no, that and again, that was at like a cliffhanger, where this, We knew Alan was gonna chicken shit out of this.
I was pretty convinced at first that he might have fucking done it.
No,
Yeah.
that would have been in the freaking next time on Kamen Rider Go.
I mean, they spoil everything else.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like if he was actually gonna do it, it would have been at the end of the
It
episode,
would
like
have been like
Chase's
a bigger,
was.
But I have to give full credit to Alan's actor for just after like he's like, no, I can't do this. You're my brother. I still love you, and just like he nailed it. Like showing that crying scene, that was great.
And then Adel almost gets a tentacle in his brain.
Yeah, he's like,
And
he said, I gotta make you one of me.
And here's the thing that kind of bugged me a bit. Takaru just turns in the Mugen Damashi without a belt. There was no belt.
Quick henshin for the sake of matching the drama.
No icon or anything. He
Alright.
just charges in and transforms.
I know, it's bullshit, but we have to accept it for
And-
the sake of pacing.
He
Oh,
did
boy!
kind of yank the icon out, though.
No, he didn't. He
Yeah,
just
he did.
charged in, and
Dude.
there's this Damashi, and it just
Dude.
goes on him.
He pulled out the icon.
I saw him pull out the icon.
He got ticked off at Adele. The fucking icon literally just pulled itself out of his chest. He grabbed hold of it, clicked the damn thing, and then quick henshin when they cut to the next
I think
shot.
honest.
Can we
You
also
weren't paying enough attention because it was a really shittily written scene.
can we
Very
also
true.
quickly touch on Arya with Adele's face?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, no. Alan's like, you killed our father and you pretty much killed our sister too.
No.
Good job.
No, I can see how that's going on. Yeah. Oh!
I'm gonna conclude.
Your sister, she looks something like this.
Oni-san, it was you all along? Yes.
I knew it.
I love how Takaru, after saving Alan from getting tentacled by Adele, is like, I'm gonna connect you and your brother, and I'm just like, I was trying to do that already, kind of!
Wait a minute, quick question. What happened to Argo? Or Gyro?
Died. I don't know.
Yeah, where is
Went on to go be X-Aid.
He's busy
So
suit acting.
Didn't he actually get turned into one of Adele's people again?
No,
I
he
don't
just
know.
A
vanished.
cool,
No,
cool
he
monster
was there.
came and ate him.
He was there for a scene, and then that's it. We've just never seen the future of Gyro.
So Takaru gets super pissed and literally, like, vomits all of the Parka ghosts at Adele.
No, I have to say, like I said before, Takaru being pissed off is amazing, and seeing him going ape shit on Adele was
no,
fucking cool.
It's the closest
that
thing to
wasn't
him
ape
being an
shit.
actual character he's ever gotten.
He's like, I'm not gonna forgive you. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
His name is Inigo Montoya.
My name is Tenkuji Takaru.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh,
I just like how like after like all the Parka ghosts spell out, Adele just like grabs the Himiko and just fucking thrashes her.
Sorry. I just need to bring something. So, Sel, you got my memo. Did you change your name to Tenkuji Takaru as well?
Yes.
So, what's your name?
Tenkuji Takaru.
Louder.
Tenkuji Takaru!
Thank you.
God.
Gar, did you finally change it?
What's your name?
I'm a common rider.
I'm a Kamen Rider.
Nice. So
Okay, awesome.
the Parker ghosts fight the Misers again, but then the Misers become independent after Adele realizes that he was wrong because his daddy actually loved him. Which means that, as usual, the motivations of our final fucking story villain were fucking stupid the whole time. He just thought his father never loved him.
Correction. It's like QAmon, but done a lot better.
No, it's like the scene from Goldmember between Dr. Evil and Austin Powers. Dude, Daddy didn't love me!
Actually, I would argue that QAmon's was done better. Because at least it wasn't actually like, oh, daddy didn't love me. It was this complicated relationship between teacher, fellow student, and sensei.
No, but yeah, I do love how it's like Adele's like, he wants to come back, but then the Great Eye takes over him. It's like he had no choice.
No, it wasn't the Great Eye. It was the Misers who had taken control of the Great Eye.
I'm sorry, the mind.
And then he's just like, kill me!
Yeah.
Destroy me!
And then he does Kanashimi break and finishes off Adele in probably the most anticlimactic killing of a final villain writer has ever seen.
Who said he's the final?
I mean the final story villain, not the big final super boss.
Oh shit! You know what this is? Sonic and the Black Knight, where Sonic defeats the Black Knight, and then it's like, oh, you think that was the villain?
Here's
oh,
a
no.
fucking dragon!
Yeah, here's a
If a dragon shows up in this show, I'm gonna put my foot through the wall.
Well,
No, we
Based on that preview,
we already know what's about to happen.
some sort of giant
and
monster.
Something's about to
Oh,
pop
man,
up.
this
Shit is about to go down.
Based-
Yeah.
I already know what that thing is called
Like,
because I've read
if
some
you-
of the news posts, but
If
I won't
you-
say it.
If you think that Adel was the villain or the Godmisers were the final villain, guess what?
You don't know shit!
This show isn't that well written.
The man has a point.
Oh my god. So, I just love how we get this, like, flashback of, like, the family at the end, and it's like, or Adele, I think it's Adele who tells Alan, like, go out and have a family. Because seriously, bro, you need to get laid.
You gotta get laid first.
You gotta get laid.
And
But
then...
Grandma Fumi's dead.
And
Oh man, I'm
her,
gonna be...
her,
Wait.
her granddaughter isn't!
No, wait.
Whoa.
Wait, but Grandma Fumi's... No, just like, well, I'm gonna go lose my virginity. To who? To Fumi. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, isn't Fumi dead? Oh god, no!
No, just Alan's like, oh man, yeah, I need to get laid. Just looks over at Inari, and Inari's just like, what the fuck?
Oh man, I'm gonna be a virgin forever.
no, just.
Or am
Inari.
I?
Are you a virgin? No.
He's a 400-year-old virgin.
David,
But yeah,
isn't
it's
it
like-
awesome not being a virgin?
Wait, Inari,
Yes.
did you and Javert,
Oh, yeah.
maybe?
Um,
There were some rice balls
But yeah, it's
involved.
like
So-
okay, so they kill Adele, and basically he gets his like respect and stuff. And it's like, okay, Takaru.
sure, maybe
Let's
by the
go.
other characters, not by me.
It's like, okay, Takaru,
Yeah.
let's go revive you. And
Yeah,
then
they
it's like-
finally remember, oh yeah, you have 2 days left to
And
live,
then the
guys!
Great Eye's like, nope, fuck you, still no wish.
Again, it's not the Great Eye, it's the Misers.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, the
independent, they're
Misers-
sapient
They
now.
like take over the Great Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fuse with they DNA digivolve with
Pretty
the Great
much.
Eye.
Wait, there's
Then
something
they
that you're
fuse
missing.
it together.
What's up?
If you don't mind me saying,
Go
there's
ahead.
one thing that you missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yurzen freaking grabbing Sage's foot and just numing him out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah!
did we
Yeah.
talk about Sage and
That
how
happened.
What?
he was like one of the fucking ghosts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
talked
Did we
about...
talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I missed that.
Yeah,
basically-
Sage was
okay,
Dark
he
Ghost.
fought as Dark Ghost,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah,
you guys
I-
asked
That was
me
awesome,
to.
though.
That was.
But it was adorable how Yurisen just dragged him off, but I didn't really recognize that since my file of the episode was actually corrupted, so it was just like a green screen and like you see it from the
Although I should point out that it's looking less and less likely that Urisen is the Great Eye.
I think
Then what is
Yurisen's just what
Yurisen?
Yurisen
He's
is.
a puppet on someone's hand. Let's wake up, children.
It's Sage's attempt at making a son, and it failed. Yurisen was what he got.
Is that why he's shaped like a sperm?
Wow.
Exactly!
Wow.
No.
Emily's like,
You
no!
wanna know who else said that?
I'm sorry.
You wanna know who else said that? Starcaster.
Is Yurisen gonna
Yeah.
end up being this Ultron-like being?
He's gonna
who
like
hates
sacrifice himself to stop the eyes. Or...
There aren't no strings on me.
Oh, way to make Pinocchio sound dark.
Thanks, Ultron.
Yeah, Ultron did that
Fucking
already.
hell, Pinocchio was dark.
Yeah.
What do I look like, a jackass?
You
They
sure
show
did.
back as boys.
So,
Boys!
Boy!
I saw that face as a kid, and I'm like, huh?
so next week, the final fight against the
Oh.
giant, whatever the fuck, Iser.
Sorry, that was
The,
weird.
I want to call it Perfect Eye.
Sure.
And basically, Takaru goes Super Mugen.
Super Mega Force.
That, I'm trying to make a Sonic reference.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, holy, just I saw like a bit of like what the CG there, and it's like, holy shit,
Just-
this looks so amazing.
Just, yeah.
Face.
That's scary as fucking
Boy.
face
Yeah,
from Pinocchio.
Is that it then?
That's it for Ghost.
For now,
We're at the second last episode, and we're all like,
no, you know what? I will admit,
That's the second last
no.
episode.
I will admit, the show has made a good turnaround.
Well, it's the end game. I should fucking hope so.
No, ever since
Even then,
like,
it's-
like last week, it made a good turnaround.
Yeah.
Like
I-
it started to bring like the oomph back.
I will say this week's episode of Ghost I did enjoy thoroughly.
it's
There
a-
was a lot of emotion there, and I liked it.
Like
I
got
liked it
bust
too.
through,
Mm-hmm.
bust through.
Stop fisting, Gar.
Yeah, you know, bust through.
Okay, so this is kind of a double episode special because we're talking about both episodes of Zyuohger from
Okay.
this week and last week.
Gar, if I promise I will not talk about X8 anymore on the show if you do not fangasm right the fuck now.
But I want him to.
Alright, fine, go fangasm. And that is the sound of a baby piglet being strangled to death.
I guess you thought the episodes were pretty marvelous.
I haven't seen Gokaiger. You can hit me.
No.
Oh no, neither have I.
But
You should watch it though.
I didn't realize the main character was actually called Captain Marvel.
That's what sold me on watching
It
Gokaiger.
took me forever to get used to it, and I kept thinking, oh, look, it's Captain Fabulous. So I kept thinking of him as that, and then it's just...
That's adorable.
No, I literally...
You know the bootleg version?
I literally remember
Yeah.
Ichi just like coming in the room. Lane, the Red Ranger for the next Sentai's name is Captain Marvelous. Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
Fucking watching.
They can transform into other Sentai. Oh!
Guys,
Oh!
guys, you
Yep.
know how we've been doing that Super Sentai September thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of the days is best crossover.
Mm-hmm.
This takes a fucking whole cake. And
Spoilers.
cherry on top.
You know what's interesting?
This was oh shit.
When they turn this into Power Rangers, there's gonna be a Mega Force crossover.
Who said they're
Oh,
gonna
I know!
who said they're gonna adapt Zyuohger?
Why wouldn't they?
Megazords. Says
Which means they'll take the Go Busters and the Tokugers and turn them into Power Rangers, real Blitz and new powers.
This makes sense now. They're gonna be the Sentai. They're coming out with Q Ranger, so now they're gonna be like, nobody wants to see another animal Power Rangers. Let's do space again. And space was fucking successful. Let's do another space one.
no, just
Oh, I remembered something I wanted to talk about because of Q Ranger.
Oh.
So, we were joking about this on the Castranger chat that when they dub Q Ranger, that it's the return of Zordon,
Oh yeah.
or possibly his brother Gordon, which means the robots will become the Mega Gord.
Gorgon?
Played by Bryan Cranston.
Wait, are the Gorgonites gonna come back?
The Gorgonites.
It's
Gorgon.
I said Gordon, but sure.
Gorgon.
The Gorgonites.
Is it just Gordon from Sesame Street?
Yes. The return of Gordon.
The
Flash
awesome
Gordon.
jolly black dude.
Gordon
from
Freeman.
Sesame Street.
That's
It's Gordon.
racist.
It's not
Okay.
racist.
So-
Gordon was awesome.
So before the episode even starts, Captain Marvel's invades the Animal Cube promo, both episodes, and he's like, fuck this stupid game, all of them are right.
Yeah,
that was great.
Just, oh man.
And
Oh,
starts
man.
off with Bunghole.
Yes,
no,
Ichi's
Yeah,
done
we call him Bunghole now.
Bunghole. TP for my Bunghole.
Bungholio!
Just he's attacking people, reading their minds, trying to still look for whatever he's looking for, which you know.
Let's
Which
just
is
go ahead and
fine.
talk about that.
Dude, whale.
No, just oh man. Oh man.
And what do we see?
What now?
We don't. Hang on. We don't see him exactly, but it's very much assumed. Captain Marvelous is sitting there. He was eating curry.
Yeah, he was eating.
On some plastic furniture.
Yeah, on plastic furniture. And then one of the coolest things is that he actually transforms into Gokai Red, and he actually takes it on with Bongre until the Zyuohger show up, and it's like, who is he? Is he another player? And it's like, oh.
Which is great because they've already seen Zyuohger the World, a ranger, as an enemy before.
Oh,
so
we'll
that's
get
the
into
precedent.
Misao a bit later. It's
Oh.
super funny.
Oh,
Well, okay. First, technically, this episode started off with Mario dressing up as a parrot.
Because he saw a parrot, which was
And,
Navi.
and Misao, I loved Misao's entrance. She walks in, hey guys, I wanted to see you. Not that I really wanted to see you at all, but
He's still being a fucking tsundere.
As he does.
I saw this weird parrot. Yeah, he just looks at parrot. Fuck, what is it with parrots today?
I mean, I saw this parrot.
And Evan was probably just being super
I'm
happy.
sitting there like,
Yeah.
Navi's in here.
Yeah.
Navi's in this episode.
No,
Yeah.
I love that she shows up later, like, and after like Marvelous demorphs or whatever like that. Thank you. And it's like she's like Marvelous,
You know, as she does.
Just, oh man,
So yeah,
I
let's
could go for hours talking about this crossover.
I will say, him demorphing just instantly arms crossed.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's the Marvy-chan we know.
So-
I sat there watching him fight Bungle, and I'm just like, oh, I missed this.
This is
Yeah.
great. We all do.
But let's
Yeah,
go ahead and
I'll
talk
do
about the
that.
thing that's been a point of contention for this podcast for a while. we finally confirmed that Bunglay's target was Cube Whale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that thing I called a long
Oh, yeah.
while
Oh,
ago?
okay,
when it first
Weren't
popped up?
weren't you
No,
the one
no,
who thought
no.
it was marvelous?
No, I was the one that thought it was.
Oh,
marvelous.
okay. I know someone thought it
I'm
was.
the one who called the whale because we knew
Yeah.
the whale was coming, and he's a giant monster hunter
Yeah.
Just,
who's
oh.
also a fucking pirate.
But no,
Yeah.
no. Just before they talk about
and
the whale
and a Cthulhu.
Yes.
and Star Wars, but basically,
Kind of.
in which there's a backstory to Zooland, in which
Yeah, Brooks, their fucking king and ancestor.
no,
God
Brooks.
damn. No, Brooke, the
Got
voice actor of Brooke from One Piece.
Okay,
It's
but
Kedis.
basically,
Kedis.
they turns out they take Marvelous to the Link Cube, and where inside the Link Cube is a giant orange cube.
Oh shit! We
Oh,
didn't
it's a
know that
gold
was
cube.
there.
Yeah,
Oh.
which is the King Cube.
It's the great champion symbol.
Great
Right,
champions.
it's the great champion symbol, and where the Zoomans, like the team, they hold it, in which it turns into like this cannon thing, or like a box, in which it shows a little projection of another Zooman. His
Wait.
name is Centaurus.
Kedis.
Ketters.
Which
Kedis.
Okay, hold on, hold the phone. So I feel like what they were going for was they were like the proper name for a whale was which is cetacean,
Probably.
and I just think they looked at the word and went, oh, that's pronounced catus, right?
Well, it's Japanese, so yeah.
But,
No, I
but-
just thought it was funny. Like just like my little science like my biology
Science would
head
sell.
went off in there where I was just like, are you trying to say cetus?
but basically, it cuts to a flashback
Satanists?
where it's like, yeah, the Zoomans used to live on Earth, actually, apparently.
And apparently this great champions cube was used to
No,
create
no.
the alternate dimension of
There-
Zooland.
And where basically, before that, apparently there was this some great evil that came to Earth. Shocking.
Yeah, Master
No.
Org. I remember.
Yeah, Master Org.
Shocking. A great evil attacked the Earth at some point.
What?
In
Never!
Super Sentai? My question.
Whoa!
which one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
wait,
was
wait.
it 6,000 years ago, 7,000
I know, right?
years ago?
10,000
I'm just
years
sitting there like,
ago.
okay, evil monster attacked the Earth like thousands of years ago. Number one. Which
Or the
one?
Davos
Because
Army.
there's a fuck ton.
There needs to be like a
What?
chronology.
Davos Army.
Davos, yeah.
Oh.
Charger.
I got such a lisp today.
Yeah. But in which, like,
There needs to be like a chronology of like this villain attacked and
Oh,
this villain
also-
attacked.
also,
I'm working
I'm
on it.
si-
I'm working on
I
it.
bet
also,
you are.
I'm sitting here like, and this monster from years and years ago is going to be the final villain.
I was
of
about to
this
mention that.
show.
Thank you.
And
Just, oh,
And we're clear.
and unlocking Cube Whale probably
Oh.
unsealed it.
Probably.
Like, everyone lost, like, the Zyuohgers lost their shit, where it's like, wait, there was a Zyuohger before us, in which I just lost my shit. I'm like, holy shit, they actually clarify. There were older Rangers before
Yeah.
the actual team, in which Zyuoh Whale just, oh.
Well,
Yeah, I love-
that is then immediately followed by, hey,
That
there were
was the
39
heaviest
other
photo.
Sentais before you.
No, that's the second part. We're still talking about the first part.
I
which is
love.
amazing.
I love.
Can we point out how Captain Marvelous, the space pirate, told Bungley to pay for his food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. After being on Earth for a long time, like Marvelous has like a respect for Earth's customs.
Who
so-
said he was on Earth this whole entire time?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
No,
Well,
he means
on
after
that
being on Earth.
note-
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
Gokaiger.
it's a big.
He
what?
means after being on Earth during the run of Gokaiger.
Yes. But no, Gar brings up a point. He hasn't necessarily been on Earth this whole time, except that one thing that happened in fucking the second episode that I was sitting there scratching my head about for a while.
What?
When Bungley grabbed his head.
Oh no, we'll talk.
And-
Oh!
No, we'll talk about.
I
that.
know exactly what you're talking
we'll
about.
get to that when the time
We'll
comes.
get to that.
Um,
But basically, speaking of which, but yeah, Von Gray follows them with a monster that he copied
Young
from.
Thief.
Young
Young
Thief.
Dodo
And
Bozu.
where they start fighting, and then Marvelous did the thing that we all wanted them to,
Starts Gokai changing.
into all the animal range.
Yeah.
I loved
it's
Gal Red, Geki Red,
it's
Red Buster.
what he does.
Mhm.
It's what they've always done. Every time there's some sort of theme going on around them, they always stick to it when they're
Yeah,
morphing.
Which is
And-
perfect.
I loved seeing Marvelous transform into Gal Red and then just Leo's like, another lion! No, you won't steal my style! Ah!
And he literally
Don't
starts,
underestimate me.
Yeah.
starts shifting through all the animals to counterpoint the fucking same animal.
Yeah.
that
And then
Zyuohger
and then
did.
Misao got depressed because he's like, he has more forms than me.
Literally.
His
Great.
formal forms.
Yeah, literally. Gal Red, the lion. Geki Red, the tiger.
Yep.
Red Buster.
The cheetah.
The cheetah.
Yeah, no, then you did that.
well,
It's 'cause Go
No,
Busters.
eagle, fastest, fastest bird. Cheetah, fastest actual animal.
And everyone's and like the Zyuohgers are just like, how does he have more forms than us?
Yeah, and which, well, I just love their game of keep away.
Yeah.
With the cube, where it's like, got it. Nope, mine.
I
Fuck
started.
you, mine.
At one point earlier, like before the story or whatever, like that was told, I noticed like Amu like tickled Marvelous, and he's like, "You bitch."
And when that fight started, I'm just like, why is Leo holding it? Why would anyone trust something important with Leo? It was for the purpose so that Marv could steal it off him.
Leo's
But
bad,
then
motherfucker.
there's the awkward moment. Like, you cut from all this fighting, and then we cut to Guy getting the Ranger keys. Like,
Literally on
getting
his
the Ranger
knees,
powers.
pleading to the Tokuger children to let them use their
But-
powers
but-
for what
But
reason?
Hang on.
Because they felt like it.
No, not because of that. If you read the subtitles, Guy said, Marvelous. It's like, oh, Marvelous is Gokai changing already, but we don't have all the powers. That means they've been going from team to team, getting the powers back.
But why?
Because they knew there was another treasure in which they knew they would need this power.
They don't need
Which-
their powers
In
to
which
get
I
the
understand,
treasure.
because at the end of Gokaiger, they finally figured out we no longer need
Okay.
the other Ranger's powers. We have ourselves.
Let me-
How you said that? They don't know about the treasure.
And they didn't even explain how they got all the Ranger keys back. Didn't they get rid of them at the end of Gokaiger?
Yes,
And
but
then they went and they asked for
Yeah.
them back.
All
Okay.
fucking 39 teams.
Okay.
Yep.
38, whatever.
Wait.
Okay. So the thing I really enjoyed was we see Guy, Gokai Silver, and like he has long blonde hair now, probably from another role he did earlier or something.
And
like that.
Luca's got
Oh, with
super
Garo.
long hair
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he's in Garo.
Whoa, that's cool. And he's in front of the Tokugers, the children version, of course, because
Like I
they're
said,
not that far into the
I
future.
mentioned this
Which
already.
we only see their back, so it's not even the same kid.
Probably not.
I think it was.
No.
They was.
If
Everybody
it was,
shows
they
their
would have shown their
faces.
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, and he's like begging. He's like, "Please, Tokugers, give us your powers." And they're
Do
like,
it or I'll give you
No.
all noogies.
No, and they're just like, "Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, thank you." And he's holding like it was funny. Shadowcaster was watching it, and he's like, "Who's that weird guy holding the Ranger key chest?" I'm like,
That's Guy.
That's Guy.
He's a
What
guy.
the fuck?
Who's that weird guy? It's Guy.
But basically, okay, so
Hey, Guy.
yeah, we cut back to the fight.
Although,
And back
one,
to the fight.
one thing to consider is this means that Guy also went to the Go Busters and the Kyoryugers and the Ninjers and did the exact same
Actually,
thing.
We'll talk about the ninjas in a moment. But basically,
But
Marvelous
yeah.
turns into Red Hawk, like from Jetman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes the hell
Because
off.
Eagle.
Yeah. Hawk.
Well, I mean, because he's fighting Zyuohger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bird.
Bird theme.
And he just
Bird
flies away.
Oh.
Scar. Hawk.
Hawk.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
Hawk.
I was about to be like, wait, Falcon? No, wait, that's Life. No. Basically, he flies off. Yamato turns back into Eagle. Oh yeah, he turned to Gorilla. But basically, he turns back into Eagle and he flies after him. And where the Zyuohgers follow the other guys, like follows Navi, in which Misao deals with the memory monster.
Yeah.
But basically, they cut to a stadium. Doors open.
The four
Cue the
Gokaigers
Go-
walk
Cue
in.
Just-
the Gokaiger's
cue the-
badass fucking theme.
Like,
Oh my god.
Just that very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque
Yeah.
fucking background score going on. And I'm just like, exactly. And that's why I love it so much. That was the point.
And I fucking love how the Gokaigers' first comment on seeing these Zyuohgers is, ha! They have clip art on their shirts.
No, it's like
Right?
Navi's like they're Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger. Oh yeah, you can obviously tell that.
They've got animal faces.
I saw Luca and immediately was like, Sentai waifu, you're back! And then I saw Don and I was like, yay!
But basically,
I heard it, I saw it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yep.
and then the Gokaigers fight the Zyuohgers. It was amazing. There was a perf joke with Leo. where
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
was
He
weird.
upskirted
Leo was on
her.
the stairs in which he was looking upwards.
He upskirted her.
Everyone's looking scared and I'm like,
Yeah, Luca's like perf, boots him.
yeah, I'm just looking at him like, I'd do the same thing.
And of course, because they're the Gokaigers, they start trading up their weapons, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
No, because
but
I just that fight. I'm just like, yeah, I missed this so much.
Yeah.
but the
These
Zyuohgers
guys are
did
badass when they do
But the
this.
Zyuohger did something that no other team would. Actually hit the weapon away from the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friggin' Don fighting Tusk, and then like Don's getting a little bit scared, and he goes on this little wheelie cart and starts shooting, moving
You
away,
know,
shooting him. And I was like,
as
yeah,
Don does.
typical Don fashion.
And just
fashion.
Ahim's amazing, like, kick to the face.
Yep.
But,
Yeah.
but then the
Princess-
Gokaigers morph, in which Luca morphs into Yellow Buster.
Which I noticed when she turns in the Yellow Buster, she like gets the suit, and then usually when the Go Busters transform before they put on like their eyes or whatever like that, you can see like underneath their helmets and see the rest. You could see Gokai Yellow's black visor, and then it puts on the glasses,
Nice.
and I was like, that's great.
Joe Gokai Blue morphs into Al Ninja
Ninja.
from Shuriken Sentai Ninja.
Don's
Don
Tokyo
turns
Yongo.
into Tokyo Yongo from Tokyuger, and Ahim morphs into Kyoryu Pink from Kyoryuger.
Yay!
In which that explains why you get the Tokyo Yongo and Kyoryu Pink Ranger keys and then the Ninja like box.
But not Yellow Buster,
Again,
oddly.
it's a Go Buster keys were retail in candy toys. They're easy to come by.
Yeah, they are. They really
That's
are.
not the point.
But basically, they get into a fight in which part one ends on a cliffhanger with Marvelous slashing at, or with Yamato slashing at Marvelous.
I
And
love-
it's a battle in the sky.
I love the little nod to Tokyuger where like Don transforms to Tokyongo. He has the tunnel axe. He's like, oh, this is fucking heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yay.
Ah!
Then part two, part two,
Part
happened,
two.
where it basically cuts back to all of them fighting.
Oh wait, you know what was great though at the end of part one?
What?
When they did the first half of the song.
Yeah, the new.
Uh,
Yeah, let's talk about the new ending. They
Oh.
remixed the Gokaiger ending and included Kyoryuger, Tokyuger, and a Ninja.
And Zyuohger.
And
But
Zyuohger.
only, where did they end on the first episode?
They ended
They
it.
end with Car Ranger.
Yeah.
Because 40 teams, 20 each.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
And then there's another verse that they totally didn't bring in, but whatever.
they had to make room for
Did
the
they
new
miss
teams.
anything, or?
No, it was just another verse where it was just like the first two end verses together.
So, Zyuohger episode 29, aka the actual 2000th episode of Super Sentai.
Yep.
Damn.
And they
son.
make it very apparent.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh god, that finisher.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
We'll talk about that in a
All
moment.
right, Evan. Bring up what you wanted to bring up.
Okay, yeah, after all this, like that thing I was mentioning earlier about what
In
when
which-
when Gar was saying
I have
that
the list.
hey, yeah, I know it's
Oh, I've
it's
got
also
I've
up
got
there
the
too,
list.
but basically there we were making that comment earlier about how long has Marvelous been on Earth? Well, quite possibly for some time, watching a lot of things. Because when Bungley grabs his head and reads his mind,
You have a lot of memories.
he literally summons up a bunch of endgame villains from the shows since his series.
And not only so a couple before and
Actually,
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have
What
Chin-
specifically stuck in my
So
mind
we
was
saw
Zed.
no,
Zed was noticeable.
Yeah.
Chimaster from or Chimax or
No, it was Bajira from Gokaiger.
no Shikenger first.
Oh, it was Dokoku.
Yeah, Dokoku from Shikenger, Barrage from Gokaiger, Enter from Go Busters, Escape from Go Busters.
Because Go Buster, Go Kaiger movie.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Those are fine.
Yeah.
God
I'm
Daboff
okay with that.
from Kyoryuger, and Emperor Zet from Tokyuger.
Not
Yay.
just Zed. Zed Shin, his final
Yeah,
form. Which
I think guys, aren't we missing someone?
Gengetsu from the Ninja.
This just proves how much Toei gave a shit about Ninja.
Didn't.
No, instead of giving him the villain, they put in Escape.
And Dokoku and Bajira from the two series that came before Gokaiger.
That makes sense. No, like that's fine. Just they had two villains from one series together
Yep.
instead of having the end game from the previous
So-
Sentai.
Basically, the story on this one, I look at this and I go, hey,
Thank you.
at what point did Marvelous encounter Zed?
I know, right?
Wait, no, hang on. He got him from memory, so maybe they might have went to like all the Ranger teams in which they explained their story.
No, Guy was the one who went to the other Ranger
Yeah.
teams.
No, they never
So
really
why is
explained
he-
it was only Guy's job, though.
But would
Because
he
he's their lackey.
Sentai
would
fanatic.
he be able to frigging know what he looks like offhand
Images,
just from
so.
being told?
Images.
Marvelous wasn't told.
No.
Why is this being pulled out of Marvelous's head?
I
He
know.
Never in canon met
Oh
them.
God!
You know
I would even argue
You know
he's.
what?
I would even argue he's never met Dokoku.
Guys,
You know, guy who was killed before his series
No.
started.
you know what,
Exactly.
Guys,
Bajira from Ghost Ager, maybe.
guys. Let it be.
No,
Yes.
we're here to bitch about children's
It's the
shows.
2000th episode. Leave it the fuck.
Guys, imagine
But it
how
didn't make
powerful.
sense.
Imagine how powerful Bungray would be if he absorbed Guy's memories. 'cause
He did!
Oh,
He
it was
did!
Yeah,
Guy.
yeah.
Oh.
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay. Quickly, I just want to mention during like the continued fight between the Gokaigers and the Zyuohgers, you just see Misao just like, oh, everyone has someone to fight. I don't, and then Gokai Silver just comes in like,
But before that, my
Oh.
immediate thought was, "Hey, asshole, why don't you go help one of them?"
no.
I know,
So,
right?
but then Gokai Silver comes in. Don't worry, friend. You have an enemy. You have an opponent. That's me.
But,
Ah!
no, and then Guy shows up and it's like, guys, Marvelous told us to stop them. That doesn't mean fight them.
He said, hold them here for a
Keep
bit.
them. He said, "Keep them busy."
Didn't mean fight it. Well, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
What,
that's
what
it.
else?
Lucas is like,
What else do
whatever.
we? What else do we do?
Yeah.
And then they head to their base, and where it's like that's when we finally see the Gokaigers demorph once
Oh.
again.
What I noticed, like when Gokai Red and Zyuohger were fighting during this early part of the episode, like he turns into Aka Ranger, the first
Well,
the first Red
2000.
Ranger.
Oh,
And then
I actually
They were
forgot to
fighting
mention
in
something.
They were fighting in this area, and I noticed the suits got like way more dirty than I
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
see.
No, it actually hit me. I actually forgot something. Basically, Yamato wins against Marvelous, but just in my head, I'm like, Marvelous stabbed a sword through his foot and kept fighting. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvelous is a
Pulls
tough
the
son
gun
of a-
and
Also-
is like, yeah.
Also, they were both clearly holding back.
Oh, yeah.
And also, isn't he a pirate, so it makes sense he'd do something more sort of backhanded?
Exactly.
You
No, I
cheated,
think
you
he
cheated.
That's marvelous.
Pirate.
That
I
pirate.
wouldn't know. You guys would know. I haven't seen
I know.
it.
It's marvelous. That's
We'll have
how
to
he
watch
is.
Gokaiger.
I want to watch Gokaiger.
Do it.
You and me will watch Gokaiger.
Normally, I would like by default I would have thought no because it like gives a lot of details
Yeah.
for past Sentai series, but Sentai is not something that relies entirely on its
Yeah.
story.
Okay,
No,
Not like
it's-
not like Decade, where it actually spoils a lot of super important shit about the other shows.
The Gokaigers, like,
Gokaiger swallowed
yeah,
a
for the
lot of shit,
Gokaigers,
if you-
they're like core combat members of their group are red, blue, yellow. Like, Marvelous is just really good and cunning. Blue is Joe. He's an amazing with a sword.
Yeah.
And Luca's just holy shit Kratos sometimes.
And,
Yeah.
and loves jewels. And
Yeah,
money.
But one
she's a
thing-
thief.
Yeah.
And goes Kratos because she attaches her swords to thread and literally just starts swinging them around her hair.
But one thing that was hilarious.
She's amazing when
She kept
does
twirling them around.
that. And she did that when she was fighting the Zyuohgers too. I saw her do it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, there she goes.
Yep.
One thing that I wanted to mention. I'm sorry, Elaine. Just again, they're back at the base. Leo puts his arms around Ahim and Luca. You see Luca get ticked off a bit. Sarah comes up, slaps him across the head, and Luca like elbow jabs him in the stomach
So
at
does
the
Ahim.
exact.
Yep.
Really? I
She
didn't- I
joined in
didn't notice.
too.
But it was just man.
Just
I-
all three women in this room hit him
I laughed.
Well,
simultaneously.
Amu didn't.
I locked my
Well,
fucking
once
mouth.
again,
Wow,
once
okay.
again, showing Yamato's amazing character. It was great. Just Marvelous just going, "You could have finished me off. Why didn't you?" And Yamato's like, "I don't do that. Like I don't.
Nah.
I didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry." And he's like,
Also,
"You fucker."
I've kind of judged your character, and I don't think you're a bad guy.
Yeah, you're not
So-
entirely a bad guy. I don't think you fucking know me.
But yeah, it's
You
like-
don't know me. You haven't seen the shit I've seen.
But yeah, Bongray shows up again,
And the-
copies Marvelous's mind.
And
with
the
all
Gokaigers
villains.
get to experience what we've referred to as the fear boners,
Fear boners.
the tails.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like they saw them and it's like,
Tail,
oh, shit,
tail, a fin.
fin.
Yeah, Joe's
Duck,
just looking
duck,
at
duck,
Ben.
goose.
The Gokaigers are here to point out the terrible writing.
No, I'm just gonna say this now on Twitter. Everyone's been shipping Joe and Sella like a lot.
No.
Is it just because they're blue? That's
Yeah,
racist.
yeah, yeah, that's
No, we just think Joe has a thing
Colorist.
for shark ladies.
You're colorist. Color and racist, but
Yeah,
colorist.
yeah.
But basically-
Wow, Gar.
Colorist, really?
Colorist.
Hashtag confirmation.
So let's talk about that Jewel Whale.
The
for a
final fight.
Holy
Arr, she
shit.
blows!
Holy shit,
Real,
that
literally.
whale.
'Cause,
Oh.
water will
All right.
Oh.
That's the point, Lane.
Okay, so yeah, Zyuohger was pretty great, but let's just go ahead and talk about the one thing that really matters. Zyuohger's final attack blew off a chunk of the fucking moon!
Yeah!
And we're just gonna leave that alone? No one's gonna comment on it?
No.
You know what's great,
no,
though?
The
You know what's
wonderful part about that, he fired. The cannon was too powerful, so he missed because it just the kickback on that.
Bugly's like, holy shit!
No, and it shot into the sky, blew off a chunk of the moon,
Went
and
around the
and
moon.
then apparently Yamato can control the direction of it as it's firing because he steered it backwards.
It literally arcs back down to the fucking
around
planet.
the moon, back to the planet.
And the
Kill-
beam jumped over the moon!
Kill
That's the
Sensor
name of the
escape.
episode!
And
Andre
came in-
dodges.
Here's the fun fact,
Yes.
and I saw it, and half of me was laughing my ass off because, like, not the first time I've seen that done. Like, just that beam. I want to just make the Gundam 00 joke. Lane, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Say it.
I do.
Just fires it. Ha! You missed. Redirects it. Holy shit! It's a beam saber coming back.
No, yeah, but I love how when it comes back down, it then, at the very end, just, like, takes a hard left.
Because he's like, I'm gonna try and steer this more.
I literally saw it hit the moon and just blow it straight. I'm like, what?
Well, I guess the whale just fucked the oceans.
You know what's great though?
I know.
Because this is an attack, they're probably gonna reuse that footage.
Yes.
How many times is he gonna blow up the chunk of the moon? But it'd be great if like every time it's smaller.
Yeah.
By the end of the show, there will be no moon.
Guys, I get it. This is an evil plan from Jewel Whale. By destroying the moon, you're gonna fuck the tides over, the earth will flood, and the whales will rule!
Cadis is on a campaign to conquer the earth.
He's gonna be like Squeaky from The Simpsons Halloween!
It's all Aquaman's plan to take over the world.
No, but yeah, we just completely skimmed over the whole entire fight.
Can we talk about quickly
I don't
though,
think the fight mattered at that point.
I know we
Go
saw
for it,
part
Emily.
of it in some of the scans. I don't know if we ever saw the full body shot of Jewel Whale, the costume.
Yeah.
I
jacket
really
is awesome.
like it.
It's
tailcoats?
It's
Yeah.
The
gorgeous.
tailcoat is awesome.
That's what I was gonna
Every
say,
part of it
the
is gorgeous.
jacket.
I just love one thing about it. It's not a power up. It's its own power.
That's what I liked.
And
Where-
which I was about to say, like, after that fight, he, like, reverts to Zyuohger, and I'm like, how do you do that? It's a completely separate power source!
I wonder what his instincts awakened is.
Was it? What
Just a
was
big
his?
hole in his
Was
head.
his roll call? Was it?
King of Kings.
Champion of champions.
Yeah, champion.
Yeah.
And we
champions.
thought Misao was an asshole.
Wait,
Champion Oja.
What I was
You're
Oh,
champion
wait.
of the world? Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fucking champion of champions.
I-
Fuck you!
I forgot you guys watched the overtime sub. I watched the Nihon sub.
What?
Where it was King of Kings.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
okay.
We, sorry, hold on. Did we bring this up like how they did the trifecta
Japanese word
for Yamato?
The trifecta.
Land, air, and water.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we
Yeah.
talked about that when they announced Zyuohger.
Oh, okay.
The Japanese
Just
word
making
used
sure.
in the
But
word
yeah,
is
that's
not
absolutely
king,
the
it's
idea.
actually champion.
Uh,
It's a better translation.
what
So in this case,
So-
you gotta give points
so-
for overtime.
Bungley creates
Little
something
more.
interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, he
oh,
created.
oh,
Okay, no,
oh,
I'm mentioning
no,
this
no,
because I
I
love
No,
was-
no, let Lane do it.
Fine.
So Bungley summons a giant albino Acto skill, and I was like,
no, you are incorrect, sir.
Gokudo skill.
Yes. That
Which is
was he
apparently
was the
some-
king of the Zanyak planet.
okay, well,
But his suit is
It
literally
it's
an
literally
albino
a
Actos.
repainted Actos. No,
wait,
here-
can
here's
that be
the
a
thing.
joke about how his VA's dead, so it's a white ghost?
You're terrible.
That's horrible.
No,
Anyways,
it's the actual commentary I saw in the sub was just no. That's like the reincarnated soul of Acto skill.
yeah.
In the Nihon sub, it was like,
Because-
oh, it's the ruler of the Zanyak.
Do you know
planet.
why?
We
Because
fought him on the Zongyok
Fuck
planet. He's
Wall's
the
Gill.
reincarnation of Acto skill.
Wall's Gill is a
Pretty much.
shitty villain.
That's
I like
But
War's
just,
skill.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
I'm tired.
Well, yeah, basically, Tosai, Wilds, whatever the fuck it's called.
I just love, like, from the Gokaiger's perspective, they just look up and see this giant monster, then they turn to the Zyuohgers. We'll beat him with these. Pulls out small toys.
I really enjoyed that they reshot a whole new Gokaiger morphing sequence.
Yeah!
They did.
That was
That
really
was really
cool.
cool.
That was awesome.
Great job. And then you see a scene of just like Ahim and Dawn just cleaning weapons, and I was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Well, what else are we gonna
And
do?
Our
And-
swords are
no,
rusty.
And
They're
Luca even
sitting-
shot at them like,
Yeah.
come on.
Go do shit. Oh, sorry.
It's like they're sitting there like, oh come on, like Marvelous Joe and Luca are doing their thing. We don't need to be doing
Yeah,
anything.
they
Well,
got this.
wait.
We're
Don't
just
worry.
gonna clean our weapons
Actually-
and oh no, gotta get to work.
And then they just transform into like fucking 20 different reds.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. Kingman because another animal theme. Flashman because, well, surprise, space. Space is next.
I love that.
Car Ranger because 20th.
Christ, you put thought into this.
Gokai Silver transformed into bleh.
I love that one.
Which one?
Red
Red Ranger. Red Mighty Morphin Ranger.
Bleh.
Oh, yeah,
Tyranno Ranger?
Tyranno Ranger. Thank you.
Tyranno Ranger.
I
Thank you.
don't know why I couldn't think that.
But yeah. Okay, one complaint.
Mhm.
No gold mode.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that.
That's
What?
fine. Gold, no
Gokai.
gold.
Oh
mode.
yeah, gold mode.
That was.
That's
Right.
fine.
But, whatever.
You know the Gokaiger power up.
Well, mostly Gokai Silver.
You know what? If
Yeah.
they did add the gold mode, this would have been 10.1 out of 10 for me. Like,
Yeah.
It just went that one tiny step beyond.
So they summon the cubes and the Gokaigers hitch a ride.
Yeah, Megazord fight in which they fire.
We'll
this-
beat him!
Them in there. Is this how you drive?
You just spin the dice.
I would have loved it if you actually saw the Megazord like kind of stumble.
Yeah, I was hoping for that.
just spin this. Hey,
Remember way
spin to
back-
win.
Way back when the first episodes came out, we were all talking about how the hell do you steal these things? I guess it turns out that it's just an instinct thing.
animals instinct.
Oh.
Instincts awake.
Oh no, come sit.
Womp.
I wasn't even thinking that. There wasn't an
Puns
intentional
everywhere. But yeah, they defeat the memory.
How did they do it?
By putting
Super Sentai Bazooka.
Yeah.
putting Ranger keys on the fucking
Yeah.
Zord
I was
control
like,
panels.
no.
Yes.
And
No.
I'm like, no!
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, the
Doesn't matter what we
logos
want.
Hey.
It's what happened.
Hey, remember at one point Forza plugged his switches into the freaking Go Buster Mega.
That doesn't make it okay. That was also stupid.
I know.
No, it's like when the Kyorugers put the Rushes into their Gabba revolvers. Remember that was the thing.
That
This shit happens and it's dumb.
That was just straight up not
No,
possible.
no, okay. One thing that was very cool.
Imagination.
was how they had the
They
no,
stretched the Gabba revolver like an asshole.
They had the Denjiman keys. They put them on.
Denji Mangetsugiri,
Denji. And basically, it does the sword move that the Denji Robo does.
which is also
The
kind of
full
like
moon strike.
which is also kind of like Joe's sword technique.
What is it with
Yeah.
moves?
And Power
Right,
Sword
you think
technique.
Joe got his
And-
Oh, I know.
And fucking what's his name from
Destroy
the
one move,
Ninja?
they make another move.
Sure.
No, the villain.
Kyoemon?
No,
No,
the
no,
first one of the first general.
Oh,
Oh.
Gabi.
Yeah,
Gabi.
Gabi does the same sword
Mangetsu.
technique
He also has a
too.
sword called Mangetsugiri.
Mangetsu, yeah.
And then we get Live Man Robot doing super big burst.
Oh, I fucking lost my shit when I
bet
saw
you did.
Super Live Robo, man. I lost my fucking shit.
And then
Oh.
the Heatsats, which is literally called Zuo 40th Anniversary.
They're not gonna be able to use that
Guys,
one in Power Rangers.
Watch them.
Guys, there was a bazooka called the Super Sentai Bazooka, and it fired the logos
Yes.
at Dawn
Just the
at,
logos.
Yep.
Blood Cross.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a thing.
Was
This
that
can happen.
Yeah. It's Sentai. They'll do what the fuck ever.
But it's like they destroyed the monster, and it's like, you guys are leaving now? It's like, well, there's no other reason to be on the planet. And then,
You know what was odd
No,
though?
no.
During that conversation, they were like, did the pirates like take something else? But they never really
Yeah.
No, no,
I
go
thought
further
it
with
was
that.
gonna be the Zyuohger keys.
No.
No, and then it was like for a second it looked like Misao was looking for something in
Yeah.
his pockets too. Like, did they take something from Misao?
no,
Yeah.
no, they said, hey, aren't
Hey, are
we
we forgetting
forgetting?
Also-
something?
also that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
But-
because they forgot
But
not.
Yeah.
I was half expecting for there to be like this moment. Did we forget something? No, it's something else.
Kevin!
But no,
Navi! Kevin!
well, basically, Yamato's like, Marvelous, were you actually going to give us back the cube? fuck no, we're pirates. But they look at each other in the eyes.
They're
and
all
wish-
looking at each other like, yeah, that's exactly
No,
why
no,
we're
but
here.
basically, like, in Marvelous's eyes and Yamato's, they both read, yeah, you were going
Yeah.
to give it back.
No, I was giving it to you one way or the other. I just,
and
doing
then
my
they fly
thing.
off in the CGI
I wanted to
Gokai
find it.
Galleon.
No,
Yay!
that thing. That. When they jumped into the Megazord, I was like, so what happened to the Galleon? You guys not bring it with you? At the end of the episode, the Galleon's been there the entire time, hiding in the fucking ravine.
Why didn't you bust that out during the fight, assholes?
It's like, hey,
How
that
can we
extra
no.
Megazord we had that we didn't use.
Guys, we can't promote old toys.
Why not? They could have done a re-release.
Also, to quote Jumba, wait, you thought we walked here?
Fair.
No, but the best part is like when they cut back to Navi, who's still in Mario's atelier.
Mario comes in.
Yeah, and then she's like, find out my fate on the 3000th episode.
Which, wait,
So like now we need to like set a calendar.
50? Okay.
And I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know if she's going to be voiced by the same person at that point.
Hang on.
Can we set like a calendar reminder if Castranger's still going?
Hang on.
Marvelous here!
1,000 weeks from now.
Yeah.
That's like what? That's like what? 4 years?
Can you math?
No.
So, give it another 20 years.
Okay.
So imagine 20 years from now,
Castranger 20 years later.
we're still doing this.
Oh God.
Well, you guys, probably not. Probably me.
Yeah.
Castranger, the next
I'll do
generation.
this as long as I can.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, making
As long as I can make it up the stairs.
That's
Just
actually.
no.
But no, this,
Fat
Legitimate
shaming,
concern.
sir.
this crossover was just fucking amazing.
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
So
I miss Gokaiger
Oh.
so
We all miss Gokaiger.
I want to compile this into just one video.
Do it.
I mean, I could do that.
Could you?
I could. Remind me tomorrow.
I'll put it on DVD. Make him a DVD case of it.
No. Just.
We could just Gokaiger versus Zyuohger. So next week we finally meet Cube Whale and Misao is in a wetsuit.
because he went down to go. He got
Because
wet.
they're
He
looking
got
for Cube
wet to
Whale,
find
which
the
isn't
whale.
answering summons.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Emily, what do you think of the episode? Because you've been really quiet.
Oh, that's what I do usually. But
No, we actually want to know your perspective on this since you've never watched Gokaiger.
yeah, I've never watched Gokaiger, but this made me really want to watch Gokaiger.
Do it.
yeah, do it.
It's
I
worth it.
always thought it was. I remember I first heard of Gokaiger from the Pretty Cure live
Yeah.
journal because they were all like,
Because they shared time slots.
yeah, and because they were all like, look, the next Super Sentai is like all pirates and they change into different forms. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I should watch it, and then I never did. But the moon attack, I honestly thought again, Pretty Cure did. They had an attack involving summoning a giant clover from space that crushes a monster.
Whoa.
Like complete with apocalypse lights, and I didn't think it could get any more like holy crap than that. And then we had this, so
Just honestly, think of Gokaiger as the Gaim of Heisei Sentai.
No.
So
No.
that's why I said Heisei Sentai.
No, it's
I
No.
kept your precious show a
no,
safe.
it's
No.
decade.
Yeah. No, it
Why
was,
is
No,
it
but I
Gaim?
mean, because it's
It
on
was-
its own. No, Gokaiger is on its own separate tier of awesome.
Oh, you mean
Bullshit.
you mean Gokaiger's
it's
devoid of
on
judgment?
par with
No,
Gaim's
no,
awesome.
if
I
it's-
would.
no.
I wouldn't quite put it up there
No.
with Gaim,
No.
No.
but it is the best Super Sentai to date, no question.
Yeah.
I know you argue with that, Gar, but shut up.
The thing is, Gokaiger exists corely as a celebration of the series
Yeah.
before it. It
It's
is not
decade
a
done
story.
properly.
It's not a story for its own sake like Gaim is.
I need to show you guys a lot more Sentai.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Like,
we'll get to it.
I mean, I'm not the one who should have made that comment, having only watched like 4.
No, but you make a valid point, which I expanded upon. Thank you very much.
Like of all of our Super Sentai Septembers, mine is like the most like
Diverse.
vast
Yeah.
in like all Sentai.
Why do you think I'm the one not participating? I'm gonna my entire month would just be sitting there going and Gokaiger and Gokaiger and Gokaiger.
I mean, like 2 of my favorite colored Rangers were Gokaigers.
I
So
know, I saw.
That's
I'd be sitting there like and Gokaiger answer, Gokaiger answer, mate. Then you get to favorites like 6th Ranger. I'm just like and Akira.
Shit,
Well, yeah.
I just realized I didn't post my favorite mook.
me,
oh.
I meant to post today's and I didn't get to it.
Oh well.
I'll get to
I'm not a part of this.
And I.
Bastard.
That sucks. I
You
would
and
love
me
to see you
both,
do a Power
so.
Rangers one.
Yeah, maybe next
it. Maybe
year.
we'll do.
Or you can just do it and
We'll do another
Dave.
month of Power Rangers.
Wait.
Wait, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just Power Rangers, not Sentai.
Yeah.
Not this Japanese shit. I'm out of here.
What is this? The Comp Bravo panel? What?
anyways.
This is Radio Sentai Castranger episode 119.
I think so.
What are we gonna do for our 2000th episode? Slit our wrists.
Maybe.
Yes, 119. So, as usual, you can find all of our hijinks at our hub website, castranger.podbean.com. Our show is distributed through our new YouTube channel, as well as Google Play and iTunes. And if you like our show, please check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Radio Sentai Castranger, all one word, and take a look at what we have to offer in terms of our goals and our reward tiers. And we appreciate any of your generosity in pledging.
Can I just say one more thing?
I don't know, what is it?
It's actually a quote. As long as evil exists, there will always be Super Sentai.
As long as evil exists, there will always be a podcast.
That's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Good night, everyone.
This episode of Cast Ranger is dedicated to our gloriously generous patrons on Patreon, Oliver Nilsson and Joel Maroney. Thanks very much for your contributions.